Excuse me. Okay, so I've already moisturized my face, and I used the Garnier Skin Active Moisture Rescue Refreshing Gel Cream. Isn't that a tongue tie? And I used this e.l.f. Illuminating Eye Cream to hydrate my under eyes because they're dry as fuck. So I've already done that, and now we're gonna go on to primer. And to prime, I'm gonna use the Nivea Men Sensitive Post Shave Balm, and I saw Kathleen use this, and I was like, okay, I need to try that out. So I went to Walmart, I bought it, and I used it like about a couple of days ago, and one half of my face, I used it, the shave balm, and the other half I used my Revlon Photo Ready primer. This side looked way much better than the primer side, so I was like,
oh shit, like this is actually a thing, like it actually works.
I didn't think it was gonna work either, but it did, so we're gonna take some of our finger. I'm just gonna smooth this all over my face. Okay, and for foundation, I don't know what I'm gonna use because I'm never prepared. I can't talk right now. I'm never prepared for a video, so I need to pick out my foundation real quick. So the foundation I'm going to use today is the L'Oreal True Match Lumi Cushion. And I will be using this for my foundation, like I just said. I repeat myself a lot. Hold on, I should probably put my hair up. So I'm just going to press it on the skin in like a rolling motion, I guess you could say. Like a sweep motion, whatever. I can't describe things. I'm very sorry. This is a shade lighter than my skin tone, but I fuck with this still. Come in.
You can assist. Are you filming?
Yes. Dang, okay. I really like the finish of this foundation.
So beautiful. Thank you, Jesus, for making makeup.
Just to make sure it's really blended, I'm gonna go on with my handy beauty blender. Okay, now that the foundation is on, I'm going to go in with the concealer, and the concealer I will be using today. I'm going to be using the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind concealer, and I am in the shade Light Pale. Oh, and for the foundation, I was in the shade N3. I'm going to tap it on my face, like this, like this. Make a triangle so you can brighten up your face. Because God knows you have dark circles. I know I do. And I'm going to use my Real Technique sponge to blend it out because why not use a different sponge? I don't have any professional lighting or anything. Y'all just going to have to deal with it. Ooh, gonna put that in the bridge of my nose. And Cupid's bow, chin, forehead. I'm itching and I'm trying to pat it with the beauty blender to stop the itching. Blend, blend, blend. There is no end. I should be a rapper. Who am I kidding? No, I can never be a rapper. Fuck that shit. Okay, now that we are all concealed up, it is time to bake, which is my favorite part. And to bake, I am going to use my Coty Airspun powder, the only powder I own. Some powder flew all over the place. I'm going to take my Real Technique sponge, and I'm going to bake. Okay, this bake has been here for about 5 minutes, so now I'm going to dust it off with my e.l.f. Kabuki brush. And to set the rest of my face, I'm going to use this Clinique powder and the shade Matte Beige. And I'm just going to take this, and I'm going to dip in my Ultimate Blending Brush in here. The forehead a bit, so I can set it and forget it. Okay, now that my face is nice and powdery looking, I am going to, what's the next step? To bronze my face today, I'm going to use the Hoola Benefit. And I'm going to obviously bronze my face. Like I just said, I always repeat myself. I'm going to use my Real Techniques powder brush. And, yeah, powder brush. And I'm going to use it to dip into there. Pat, pat. And I'm going to bronze my face. I love this brush. It's so soft. So delicate. Take it up the temple. Focus it mostly like on the cheekbone area, because if you put it like way too low, it's gonna look like weird and you don't want that. By the way, I'm sorry if like the lighting is really bad throughout this whole video. I have an actual camera, but I don't have a computer to plug it in, so I can't really film on that. So I'm waiting to get a computer, and then I promise I will have better quality. Okay, just give me time. But for now, you're just gonna have to deal with my Android camera. Okay. And I'm going to like contour my cheekbone a little. Not my cheekbone, right? My jawline. That's what it's called. The fuck. Just bring it down. Just to create that shadowy depth. This brush and this bronzer is like bomb AF. Like literal definition of bomb AF. Just make sure everything's blended out nice and smoothly. Okay, I'm gonna take this small brush that came with the Hoola bronzer, and I'm going to take the bronzer, and I'm going to try to contour my nose with the bronzer just a bit. So wish me luck. Oh, I didn't do that bad. I feel like it looks a little bit harsh in real life, but like it's good. Like not too shabby.
I'm proud of myself. Oh, God.
And I am going to, since I contoured my nose with bronzer and not actual contour powder, I'm actually going to take an actual contour powder. I'm going to contour my cheeks. I'm going to attempt it, though. Let's hope it works. Let's just say a quick prayer for me. Dear Lord Jesus, please make me look bomb. Amen. I'm going to take my Wet n Wild contour brush, and I'm going to get my e.l.f. Excuse me, I keep burping in this video because I'm drinking soda. Anyway, I'm going to take this contour shade right here, and I'm going to attempt to contour. Okay. Don't really know if it's doing anything. I mean, how hard can this be? Like, I mean, it did a little bit of something. I don't know if it's blended out that well. I don't even know if I can see the contour powder. I can see it a little bit, but it's like barely there. Give me a little bit of contour, make me look thinner. Not that I don't love myself, but you know. Makeup life is all about contouring and shit, so I'm gonna do it. And to clean up my contour, I'm going to get my Coty Airspun. Gonna dip my Real Techniques Beauty Sponge in here. And I am going to carve it out. There we go. That's a lot of powder, but oh well. Thank God for powder, honestly. This is a lifesaver. Mwah. Beautiful. Okay, I'm going to now apply blush, and the blush I'm going to be using that I fell in love with when I first used it is the Wet n Wild Color Icon blush in the shade Blush. That's what it says. I don't know. Got an itch right here. Okay, and I'm going to take my Wet n Wild blush brush. Try saying that 5 times. Blush brush, blush brush, but blah, 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 blah. Very lightly graze my cheek with it. And it has shimmer in it, so it looks like a very natural highlighter, honestly. Like, if I wanted to, I could just wear this and not have any highlighter, but I'm gonna still put on highlighter, fuck that. Beautiful. See that glow from within? I may have put too much, but I don't care. I'm going to be using the e.l.f. highlighter in the shade Moonlight Pearls. And I'm going to take my Wet n Wild fan brush, and I'm going to just dip it in here. You know, I'm going to wet it with a little bit of setting spray first, so I can give it a little bit more intensity. This highlighter isn't that good, to be honest, but it gets the job done, honestly. Every time, I'm pretty sure all of you know the struggle. It is so hard to find a highlighter at the drugstore, especially when all the good ones are all sold out, like the Wet n Wild ones, because I've been wanting a highlighter from Wet n Wild, but they're all sold out, and you don't know how pissed I am because of that. Let me put it on the temples a little bit, so it just doesn't look like it's right there on my cheeks. Can, like, flutter out a little bit into my forehead. It's not showing up on my nose because, again, this highlighter isn't that good, so I'm just going to take my finger and put it on my nose to brighten it up a bit. Now I'm going to wipe this bake away right here. So to prime my lids, I'm going to use the Age Rewind concealer, and I'm going to blend it out with my fingers. Okay, now that my eyes are primed, we're going to go in with my eyeshadow. Okay, so I'm going to do a look that I usually always do, which, I'm just going to be basic today. Okay, so I'm going to take this color right here. Pat, 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 pat. And I'm going to use this to put in my crease as my transition. I forgot to set the concealer. Hold on. Let me do that real quick. Oh, well, I'll just go over it, honestly. It's there, but... hold on. So I'm just going to take my Coty Airspun. And I'm going to set my eyes. Now it's set. Now I can do my eyeshadow, because look at that. It wasn't blending, and I was like, why isn't it blending? And I'm like, oh, right, because I forgot to set my concealer, duh. I'm, like, really close and personal. I'm sorry. Blend, blend, blend. There is no end. To bend is to blend. That made no sense. So I'm going to take this brush right here, and I'm going to dip into this color, the very end right here. Boop. You only need a little bit because it's pigmented. Go in circular motions. It helps with the blending process. Okay, and then I'm going to use the brush that came with the palette because this, the flat side, is actually really good for picking up the glitters in this one. So I'm going to take this color right here. Yep. And I'm going to put it on my lid. And now I'm going to take the same shade right here and I'm going to plop this in my inner corner for the inner corner highlight. Now I'm going to move on to brows, and to do my brows, I'm going to use the, hold on, let me get it because I'm so unprepared. I'm going to use the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow Pomade in the shade Medium Brown. So I'm going to just dip my Wet n Wild liner brush in there, and I should spoolie out my brows first, duh. Great, now my brows are done. It looks kind of like weird right here, but I'm gonna just leave it because I don't give a fuck. And I'm going to add brow gel, and I'm gonna use the e.l.f. one. This brow gel isn't that good, but it's the only one I have right now, so it gets the job done. I'm gonna do my mascara. So I'm just gonna curl my lashes. Ow, ow. I need a new eyelash curler. This one's about a year old. Yeah, I know. I'm disgusting. And for mascara, I'm going to use the Maybelline Big Shot. I really like this mascara because it doesn't clump up and it gives you volume. It gives you the thickness without the clumps. I fuck with it. Like if it was a person, I'd marry it. And for the final step, lips, I'm going to be taking this Milani lipstick in the shade Naked. And this is a nice nude color. This is my favorite nude lipstick by far. And I'm just going to put it on my lips. And of course, as always, everyone knows that if you don't have this, then you are not a true makeup lover. Setting spray! And I'm going to use the Milani Make It Last setting spray. And I'm just going to spray it to my face as the final step. I got powder on my shirt. Shake it up. Thank you so much for watching this video, and here's a clip of me being a badass and being all bougie and shit. Yeah, that's me fucking slaying. Yes, yes, yes. That is it for today's makeup look. Hope you guys enjoyed, and if you like this video, please like it and subscribe and comment if you will. It would really help me out a lot. Thank you so much, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!